you up to today, Gabriel?
I'm just getting ready to clean.
Okay.
Hey, I know it's the weekends, but I mean, if we're healthier, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, very true. All right. Well, I don't think any of this is brand advertisement, is it?
No, we're not really sponsored by any of these brands.
No. All right, so what's the deal? What do we have here? White vinegar, latex gloves. I think we have a few things we could talk about there, hey? Organic all-purpose cleaner and bleach. Sponges and a rag, eh? So subject on the sponge we can cover. Yeah, now you're doing this too because I'm thinking about having to clean. Are we ready? All right, let's do this. Okay, so why do we have a sponge and why do we have a rag? Can you tell me why?
We're trying to clean the areas up that are kind of hard to get off. Like if there's a crush, like
so let's think about
dropping of an animal. If you try on your floor, if you try to like
yeah, we use the back of a porcupine to scrub the floor here at this house. Come on. No.
We're saving this for
Okay. So when we drop the animals and use the porcupine to clean up everything, I think where we're really trying to get to is when we stayed at Ronald McDonald House and Transplant Unit, right? Mm-hmm. What do we have to do every time we were done using the community kitchen?
We always had to clean the area for the next people that were going in to cook.
Right, and every once in a while someone from Ronald McDonald House would actually inspect that room to make sure the cleaning was happening appropriately and that the inventory of some of the foods that were donated from other folks were actually there for us to use, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And we donated some of ours
as well. Yeah, we bring stuff, anything that was left over that was still bagged and not opened up, we leave it there for the next person, Someone might not have the money to do so. Okay, sponges and rags. Why do we not use a sponge? And if we do, we only use it one time.
It's because it can contain a lot of germs in it after...
Absolutely right. It's very porous, so we'll come up here close. If you can see all these little holes here and all this... We're talking about cleaning, you gotta be serious.
I'm trying to...
And then the porcupine side too is porous as well, and it will actually hold quite a bit of bacteria, germs, and unwanted critters when it comes to cleaning. So technically you could use it for actually more of washing the dishes, and that's a pre-wash, right? We always wash them by hand, scrub off the larger chunks of food, knock that off, then everything went into a dishwasher and was standard cleaning from there, right?
Yeah.
And then towels and paper towels are the best to use to clean your surfaces. Paper towels are disposable, and rags are
cleanable
and reusable. That's right, yeah. Bleach is one of those kind of very up to the operator if they're going to use bleach to clean, right?
Yeah.
Hands.
And it kind of depends on how you use it to clean.
Yeah, I would stick to the floors.
Yeah.
Concrete. Some places have some concrete floors. Some places have some tile floors. I wouldn't recommend it for wood or Pargo. But yeah, it's good for that. And most of us don't eat off the floor, and we don't do it after we use the porcupine to scrub the floor. So, all-purpose cleaner, which we're almost out of. This is natural, so I guess that would mean that it has biodegradable chemicals in it. I would assume it's very close to our white vinegar, correct? So, this actually smells better than vinegar. So you don't get that weird pickle smell. The whole fish smells like a pickle.
Yeah.
I'm a pickle! So, we have that. We have hand sanitizer. During the cleaning process, I don't think it's something that we need to worry about as we go through cleaning. But when we're done, we're going to wash our hands, we're going to sanitize our hands, and that's when this becomes important.
And you won't really need to do much of that, but it is certain that you need to do that. But wear gloves as well in cleaning if you don't want to get your hands dirty and
especially if you're going to use the bleach.
Yeah, and other spots like under tables and stuff.
Right, yeah, under the edge of the counter, stuff like that. Sometimes food falls, drips down, and gets a little bit underneath the cabinet.
A little
that all has to be cleaned up at transplant unit. Also should be cleaned up at the house. These are latex gloves. I personally have no allergic reaction to it. You can get powderless. I'm sorry, they're not. So they're actually latex-free, powder-free, protein-free. So there you go. They're polysynthetic, vinyl synthetic gloves. There are latex. I've used those before. They don't bother me whatsoever. The powder doesn't bother me, and it shouldn't bother anybody else. Powder can come into play when you're cooking.
Yeah.
Right? Prepping a meal, any kind of meats, vegetables, you're going to always want to wear gloves to keep your loved ones safe. Even if you wash, sanitize your hands, let them dry out. That's the best thing you want to do is let them dry so you can get them inside the gloves. Because they tend to stick.
Yeah.
So, that's good. Fabuloso. This is kind of multi-purpose, and I think it's kind of a mild cleaner, although it smells good if you get the right one, right?
Yeah, so it's pretty well-rounded.
Yeah, I think we could do floors, definitely, possibly
Windows and stuff.
you could do a window, but I think it leaves a film, so you can use Windex there. Fabuloso can be put onto a paper towel or a rag used to wipe down doorknobs, right? Okay, I'm a doorknob. And that's kind of it in a nutshell on keeping everything clean. However, how often do we need to do this?
Well, it's mostly after every meal, after every like gathering, pretty much after like at the end of the day, like after.
So we're gonna do this breakfast, lunch, dinner, any in between snack, and if everybody comes into the kitchen to have a coffee in the afternoon, even then as well, right?
It's an all day. It's basically an all day job.
Yeah. You know what we should also do too? Here's what I like. I have a very old, used up, beat up Dunkin' Donuts cup that I carry around with me. It's refillable.
Not sponsored.
No, but it's a coffee cup from an unsponsored donut joint. As well as some hospitals will also provide drinking bottles. These are important. You can always make something for your loved one, put them in a drinking bottle. You can create your own ice using filtered water, that sort of stuff, and then that can be put in here. Don't use bagged ice. We're not going to go to Walmart and buy bagged ice.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the bad things to do. So it's not bad, it's just not safe because we don't know how clean that water is.
Yeah.
And everybody can have their own.
It's not recommended.
Absolutely. Bottled water is okay, right?
Yeah, it's very recommended as well.
And what other things can we have? Gotta keep low sugar, right?
Yeah, we gotta keep low sugar.
So we do like.
We gotta keep low sugar, high fat foods. We gotta we have to revolve very much around the ketogenic diet because it's one of the. Yeah, it's very, very amazing if you want to like
lose some weight. How about that? And just generally be healthy. Yeah. A little bit of fasting in between is also good. I don't believe fasting for your family member who's going through this trash to fast. They were already.
Yeah, they need a little more nutrition.
Yeah, definitely a lot more nutrition because chemotherapy can make you very sick to your tummy, cause vomiting, diarrhea, hair loss, you know the whole bit, right? And when bathing, sometimes they don't want to get out of bed, so the best thing to use, hospitals actually provide it looks like a large sack, about that big of what would be a baby wipe. And you can do like an in-the-bed wipe down like we used to do for Carla, remember? Just if you didn't feel like getting out of bed, whatever, but you can't be stinky, so you gotta get in there. And transplant unit's pretty stringent about making sure you get cleaned every evening.
Yeah.
It's a very, very sanitary environment. All right, so I guess we should get started, huh?
Yeah, let's get all the stuff
together, and we'll get ready. Starting from the top down is always the best way to go. Tops of bulbs, tops of counters, tops of along the edges of the doors of the counters, and work your way down to the actual counter itself and to the floor. And that is it.